As Kenyans begin 3 days of national mourning, authorities are searching for bodies and clues buried under the rubble of 3 collapsed floors and an upper parking lot at the Westgate Mall. Officials are investigating the possibility Al-Shabaab militants rented a shop in the mall weeks ahead of the attack to stash an arsenal of machine guns and ammunition.
As for whether they had a shop in the mall, it is something that we cannot categorically give you a position for now.
There were initial fears the death toll could rise much higher, but the government now says only a small number of hostage victims are unaccounted for. The bodies being recovered from the shopping mall are being brought here to Nairobi City Mortuary. This is the last stop for anguished families looking for missing loved ones. Many are inconsolable, overcome by grief. James Meza's cousin was killed in the massacre. He identified the body.
There is one bullet that tore direct through his eye. There are 2 others that has shattered his head.
Among those recovering from their injuries in hospital is a 17-year-old Toronto-born girl. Fardosa Abdi and her younger sister Damon were shot at Westgate when the attackers struck. Damon had only minor injuries, but Fardosa remains in serious condition and may not walk again after suffering gunshot and grenade wounds.
Yesterday, she went through an 8-hour surgery to reconstruct her leg, and she's in a lot of pain.
For another Canadian survivor and her husband, there is a feeling of gratitude. Joanne Ball Burgess hid for 3.5 hours in a bathroom at the mall before making a run for it.
I was like, is this going to be my last step? Am I going to get shot in the back? I didn't know.
She wasn't, and scrambled through an emergency exit.
Like, wow, things could have ended up a lot different.
Despite the traumatic event, the couple plans to keep on living in Kenya with a new perspective on life.
I'm taking it as something that's extra precious now. I think before I thought of life as a right, as something I deserve to live. And now it's like, wow, this is a privilege, and everything around me is even more beautiful now.
There are still lots of unanswered questions about the identity of the militants, with reports that some were American, British, and possibly Canadian. The Kenyan government said it would not comment on that until the forensic investigation is over. And Donna, that's expected to last at least 7 days.
Stuart Greer reporting once again from Nairobi. Thank you, Stuart.